Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. Today we're going to do a review and let's play for Pistol Whip VR, a game on the Oculus and the Steam store. I believe for all headsets. Normally retails for $24.99. I actually bought this on a third-party website, Bumble Hundle, 15% off for subscribers. And I want to talk a little bit about the game, then I'll do some gameplay, then I'll talk a little bit more. First, obviously this is a music rhythm game for VR. There's a couple of game settings. I haven't tried any of the modifiers. Really want to try dual wield, where you obviously use both hands, both guns. By default, you only use one gun. There's also Deadeye, where you lose the auto aim. That might be interesting. There's infinite ammo. I assume that means no reloads. I'm not 100% sure. No ammo. That sounds interesting. I wonder if that just means that you just dodge and pistol whip and nothing else. There's no fail mode, obviously. I don't know what that means. Hardcore, I don't know how much harder that is than just normal hard. I guess we'll see on that. Player settings. I have everything on, and by default, I haven't made any changes. Maybe turning off the HUD would be good. Maybe. I don't know. And finally, we have some game settings. Mixed reality. The only thing I've done so far is damage VFX. I've changed that to true. I don't know what threat paths means. It's currently set to false. I kind of want to turn it on to see what it is, but so far I haven't. TFX settings, SFX settings. Have everything by default. Like I said, I only changed one option. And there's a metronome in case you need that. I don't know if that helps you out with the beat. So my review of Pistol Whip is that it is a good game, and I do recommend it. However, it's not in my top 5 list of the top VR music rhythm games. I don't think this is as good as Beat Saber, which, everyone compares every music VR game to that. But I think the better game to compare this to is Audica, because they're both gun-based music rhythm games, and I just think Audica is a lot better. And so, whatever I would score this game, I would give Audica at least one score higher, if not more than that. I just think Audica overall is a better game. It just feels more to the beat of the music, and you have different variations to what you can do just to make it more immersive. Here, you only shoot, and you can pistol whip as well. So shoot on beat, and then you can double tap, or I guess sometimes they want you to hit 4 beats, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure that anything requires 3. But I definitely know some require 1, some require 2, and some require 4, depending on their armor, and you can pistol whip. That's the variation in gameplay. The rest is just dodging. You should shoot to the beat of the music, but it's hard to tell. There's no visual cues, and I'm debating whether there's even an audio cue. I don't think there is an audio cue. I think I don't know, maybe you have to have a better music ear than I do, but I just don't hear it. And that's a shame, because that's kind of one of the things that I would have loved to have seen. Let's go ahead and try. I didn't want to try something too difficult, because I might fail. But let's go ahead and try Death on normal. And I'll shut up while I'm playing, or, well, I might make a comment or two. So obviously, if you see they have armor. Sometimes it's hard to see the bullet or the pacing of the bullet, to know how close it is to you and to hitting you. And sometimes reloading is not the easiest. Whew. And the songs do tend to get more difficult as you go along. Like the songs later in the list tend to be more difficult, or so it's not just easy normal. Didn't see that guy, sorry. I should have known better. I've already done this level. Oh my god. Okay, so let's go ahead and retry. Part of the problem is, believe it or not, my headset, because I've been playing for a while, is a little foggy. So I'm not seeing things as clearly as I normally would. I know that sounds like a made-up excuse, but I'm being actually serious. But some of it is just memorization, so as long as I know where they're coming from, I should be fine. I guess it's good that I failed. That way I can show you, you can improve just by, memorization. So that is one thing about the gameplay. It doesn't vary. I don't know if that'll be changed in the future. And that's 4 beats there for that guy with all the armor. And if you shoot on beat, you get a higher score. So I don't know if you guys have been looking at the scores, but when I get a high score from shooting them, I think 200 is the highest you can get. So once you get good at this game, you can kind of tell where they're supposed to be coming from. So you see just the layout of the level. But I still can't figure out exactly the beats. Like sometimes I really get high scores. So you can tell one's going to come from right there, right? And obviously you see armor, tap twice, double tap. Although, sometimes it's hard to tell whether they have full armor or just one armor piece. And like sometimes I hear the beat and hear exactly when I need to fire, and sometimes I just don't. Maybe some of y'all have a better musical ear than I do, but I just really don't hear it sometimes. So I don't know if I should blame the game or blame my musical ear, but I do play guitar, so it's not like I'm totally music tone deaf or can't feel the beat of the music. I think we're almost to the end, so I did much better this time. I think I just needed to get warm. Oh, crap. Almost missed that one. So that's my main problem with the game is there's no visual cue to let you know when to shoot, and the audio cue, I'm not sure it's really there. I mean, maybe it is and I'm just not good enough to hear it. I'm not saying I'm a music genius by any stretch of the imagination. I wouldn't call myself musically gifted, but it's not like I'm tone deaf or just terrible at telling the beat of the music either. I'm at least average, if nothing else. Maybe a bit above average as far as that goes. Like right now, I don't hear any beat to the music. And I just have a natural instinct to try to shoot as fast as possible. And are you supposed to pistol whip? Like, how do you know when you're supposed to pistol whip or not? So, I guess I'm glad I failed so I can show you, it's easy to overcome. And yeah, that was I took a short little break to play again. And I beat my prior score, so there you go. And I'm number 101, so it's not a good score. Okay, so let's try hard difficulty, but let's try an easier one. So like I said, the songs that you start off with are easier. And let's try The Grave on hard. So those are my main criticisms of the game, as I just don't feel the beat. And I don't think there's enough variety. Like, I like a long press. Or at least the pistol whip should be more clear when you should use it. Like, sometimes it is clear. This is also a test of your peripheral vision. And I don't know how FOV on your headset affects this or not. Like, is this harder on headsets with a lower FOV? Oh, crap. Oh! I saw that one too. I just reacted too late. Okay. Well, I think that's good enough to show you the difference in gameplay. Yeah. Again, I'm not saying this is a bad game. I do recommend this game. And if I have to score it, I think I would give it a 7.5 out of 10 at this point. It definitely made my top 10 list of VR music rhythm games, but it wouldn't be my top 5. And the best comparison I can make as far as similar game would be Audica, and I just think Audica is clearly better at this point. I'm not saying that this game could not be better than Audica in the future, but it's not there at this point. I did experience one bug, one error. I failed and I hit retry, and it wouldn't retry the gameplay. It just got stuck there, so I had to manually quit. Other than that, though, I haven't experienced any other issues or bugs. But again, my main problem with this game is just the actual music rhythm part, the shooting to the beat of the music. To me, it's not obvious. There's no visual cues, so I think that's the problem. And as far as audio cues, yeah, sometimes I can hear the beat and I can shoot to the beat of the music, but a lot of the times I can't hear it, and the action happens so fast that I guess that's part of the challenge, is trying to shoot to the beat of music when you're dodging left and right. I can barely see enemies, but a lot of the times I just can't hear the beat, and so I think that's problematic. I'm not sure how that's going to be cured. There's not enough songs at this point. I did like the soundtrack, though. I thought it was pretty cool for the most part. I liked most of the songs. I thought they were pretty good, but yeah, it definitely needs more songs for the price. And just although I like the visual art style, I kind of wish they were more imaginative. Yeah, some of them were, but not all of them. And some of them kind of looked similar too. And I just think this game needs like more depths. So like I mentioned, so far it's only shoot, don't shoot, double tap, quadruple tap, and that's the gameplay. You can pistol whip too. I think that sometimes that's part of the beat, but you can't tell when you're supposed to pistol whip. And one thing they could have added is just obviously make either a long press on the trigger, so hold the note, or make your offhand part of the beat. So make something where you have to use your offhand, whether it's throwing or whether it's blocking or just have something to do with your offhand to add to the beat, to add to the gameplay. Right now, they say John Wick in VR. The problem is there's better shooters in VR that make you feel like John Wick. So it's not the best shooter either. There's better shooters in VR, and it's also not the best music VR game. So it kind of tries to combine both, but it's not excellent in either of those regards. So yeah, those people that are saying you feel like John Wick in VR, there's better games in VR for that as well. Anyways, I think this game does have potential and it could be a lot better, but it would need some serious updates. I'm not sure that's going to happen. So for right now, 7.5 out of 10. I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.